Okay, so hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Yeah, we meet again. So in this video, we're gonna be talking about something that we are all experiencing up to this day: the weird weather in Pamulang during transitional season, or maybe I could say the Pancaroba season, and how do we face it from data to actions? You know, the kind of weather when it's like super sunny in the morning to afternoon, like it feels like there's two sun at the same time, directly towards Earth, make us all sweaty, make us want to drink some ice cream, maybe some ice cream, something like that, and then all of a sudden it's raining heavily in the afternoon. Yeah, that kind of weather. That what we'll be talking about in this video. And as usual, my name is Adli, and with my name Iwan and Fisky, we will be checking the weather for the next 6 days to see how it affects our daily life and what we can do to face it. Okay, without further ado, let's begin our topic. Let's take a look at this bar chart right here on my right side. Let's take a look in detail. You can see that there are two bars for each day, right? Now, you might be wondering what are these bars? Okay, so the blue one shows the maximum temperature, that's why it's taller, and the purple one shows the minimum temperature, that's why it's shorter. Just don't talk about short in front of me because I am short, and that will offend me. Okay, I'm kidding. Okay, so how do we read this part? So we are not experts. We are not in this particular study, so we're not special. We don't have the specialty in here. So, but I will tell you now because I've learned to read it, and I will tell you. I will teach you to read it. Okay. So on October 29th, the max was about 29 degrees Celsius. The one right there on the very far side. Okay. 29 degrees Celsius, and the minimum was only 23 degrees Celsius. So it's kind of normal. Wow, it's actually kind of hot for 29 degrees Celsius. Yeah, it's kind of hot, but it's actually very normal. Okay, October 30th was a bit hotter. It's growing up from November, from October 29th. It's growing. It'll be a bit hotter with a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius. And then the hottest days were October 31st and then November 1st. So it's like this. It's October 29, October 30, October 31st, and November 1st. See, the temperature it's hitting 31 degrees Celsius. It's very hot. Like if you put 31 degrees Celsius into human beings, that human beings will go to the hospital. The doctor will check and treat him very well because that is severe hot and that man will be dying from heat. And with this kind of weather, I think I can't cook an egg outside. Just put it on the ground and then let the earth cook it for me. But you don't have to worry that much because after November 1st, when we get to November 2nd and get to November 3rd, the temperature is cooling down. See, November 2nd, the temperature went down to 30 degrees Celsius, and then November 3rd, the maximum temperature will be back to 21 degrees Celsius. So it's like November 1st, and then it goes down. Okay. So what is the main story, the main part that I will talking right now, right here? The main story here is that the middle of a research period was the warmest. Right, the middle, the third and fourth days of our research period is the warmest, and it will be cooling down a bit at the end of our research periods. But also remember that this is just the air temperature. It's not how we actually feel how hot it is because it's just the air temperature. How we feel how hot it will be, it will be also affected by the high humidity. Higher the humidity, the feel it will be feels much hotter than this. Okay, But I'm not gonna talk about humidity because that's not my part. That's Iwan's part. So if I talk about humidity in this section right now, I will be stealing one part. So it will be part of corruption. So say no to corruption, and let's see what Iwan has to say. Let's go, Iwan. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Adli, for the time. And now it's my turn to present my slides. So there's a graph in here. Okay, now let's break down this graph properly. First, let's take a look at the humidity. It started very high on October 29th at 89%. The next day, October 13th, it was still high at 88%. It stayed in the high 80s until November 1st, approximately 87%, and then finally started to drop to 86% on November 2nd and 84% on November 3rd. So the trend was slowly going down, but it was always in the uncomfortable range. Uncomfortable range. Now let's take a look at the rainfall. This is interesting. Okay, so on October 29th, with 89% humidity, we had 10 millimeters of rain. The next day, humidity was still 88% and the rain almost doubled to 18 millimeters. The rain peaked on November 1st at 22 millimeters, and guess what? The humidity was still 87% the day before. This shows us that when the air is that full of moisture for a few days, it often leads to a heavier rain. Okay, so we move to the next part. So, how does all this weather stuff actually affect us? Well, it's pretty simple. When it's this hot and humid, we get dehydrated easily and feel tired all the time. For motorcycle riders like Gojek drivers or the worker that needs to work outside, sudden rain means less income and getting wet. At home, our clothes won't dry properly also. Street food sellers or vendors lose customers when it rains. And honestly, it just makes everyone feel stressed and uncomfortable. This really not fun. So to make it more easy, I put I put the bullet point on onto the PPT slides. So impact for health, easy to get dehydrated, feel tired. Impact for transport, hard for motorcycle riders when it rains suddenly. Impact at home, clothes take forever to dry. Impact for work, bad for street food sellers and outdoor workers. And impact for feelings, makes people stressed and uncomfortable. Okay, so that's all for my part. In the next discussion, will be continued by my friend Fisky, and thank you for the attention.
Hello everyone, back with me again, Fisky. Let's take a close look at this donut chart. It shows us the top ways people in Pamulang are dealing with the weather. The biggest lies, which is 30%, is drink more waters. This makes total sense because when it's hot and humid, your body loses more waters. And the next two strategies are equally popular, but checks weather forecast and bring umbrella or raincoat got 28% each. People are really trying to be prepared by knowing what coming and having protection ready. And the last slice, other methods, is 14%. This could include things like changing their schedules or staying indoors or using apps to order online instead of going out. So the chart tell us that people are focusing on three main things: staying healthy, getting informations, and being physically prepared. And let's turn to the next slide. Based on what we learned, here are some simple tips that really works. First, drink water regularly. Don't wait until you're thirsty. Second, check a weather app every morning. Each take just 10 seconds. Third, make bringing an umbrella your new habit. Fourth, share weather updates with your friends. Be the weather hero in your group chat. And finally, wear color comfortable clothes. Simple, right? But these small habits can make a big difference in your day. If you can keep doing this thing every day, you will start to notice how much easier it is to handle sudden weather changes. You won't get caught in the rains unprepared, and you will feel more comfortable even during hot or humid days. It's all about consistency, turning these small habits into a natural part of your routines. Over time, you will not only stay healthier and more productive, but also inspire others around you to do the same. So what did we learn? Palm weather can be pretty unpredictable, but we're not helpless. Small, simple habits like drinking water and carrying an umbrella can make our life much more comfortable. And when we share information and help each other out, we all win. Thanks for watching, and remember, a little preparation goes a long way. Have a great day.